Thank you for agreeing to participate in this survey about your experience living in the apartment and community. With the different terms like green building, ecological, and sustainability, I thought it might be helpful to talk about how these topics fit together. There's a lot of concern about climate change and greenhouse gases being released into the atmosphere. The buildings where we live and work are major contributors to greenhouse gases, and developers are building with what are called green building techniques. This is also related to the concept of sustainability in affordable housing. That's a balance of the economic, ecological, and social well-being. The purpose of the survey is to learn resident opinions about your experience in the apartment and community. Green building techniques start with the development's location. Living close to things such as where we work, where our children go to school, or where we shop or see the doctor will save us money and driving time, and will also reduce traffic and air pollution. Access to health care, culture, and services is also important for our well-being. Green spaces are important because they encourage positive social interactions and enhance health and well-being, including increased physical activity. Another locational factor is whether the site is convenient to transit. Like being close to school or work, you can save money and reduce traffic and air pollution by taking the bus. Adaptive reuse is where the developer takes an old structure, a school is a common example, and converts it into housing. This is a green technique because the developer is essentially recycling the building. If the building is not demolished, then all the old material does not need to be disposed of. Access to the internet is considered a green technique because it affects our well-being. Connectivity is important to schoolwork, economic, and social activities. Input from the neighborhood in the forms of meetings and charrettes is frequently part of the design process in green building. You may also have ongoing community meetings in your apartment complex. Next, we look at the topic of water. Water conserving fixtures reduce the baseline indoor water use by 20 to 30% over conventional construction. Conserving fresh water is important because over 97% of the Earth's water is salt water. Today, projects include irrigation systems for the plants, which reuse gray water or water that has previously been used before. Green developments use native plants in the landscape to minimize the need for watering. When you talk about stormwater and flood management, first, the state prohibits construction of tax credit projects in floodplains or areas at risk of flooding. Next, green building will require the project to create on-site detention to either treat or retain the stormwater. Energy efficiency is the most complex topic when it comes to green building, and it really comes down to rehabilitation versus new construction. In rehab, the goal is to minimize air leakage through insulation. The developer can also replace the appliances, heating, air conditioning, and light fixtures with Energy Star projects. For new construction, it's possible for homes to receive an Energy Star rating in and of themselves. So here in new construction, the building envelope is constructed with the newest technologies, so it's more efficient than a rehab can ever be. Here, the appliances, electric fixtures are all Energy Star, and while the heating, ventilation, and air conditioning might be traditional furnace and air conditioner, they will be of the highest efficiency. On the next level, We have renewable energy sources, such as geothermal heating. Here, your bills for utilities are significantly reduced. Finally, we move to the highest level, which is the emerging solar technologies. A passive house means that through solar energy, a building generates all the power needed to operate. I've also run into examples where a unit may have solar power, but only for the hot water system. The materials used in construction are a major factor in green building. Developers who use recycled materials during construction will receive credit toward their green rating. Another very important consideration is the materials used for finishes such as paint and flooring. Volatile organic compounds are a group of chemicals that are found in many products we use to build and maintain our homes. Once these chemicals are in our homes, they can be released into the air we breathe. It's important for the developer to select products that are free of these compounds. Developers might opt for regional material selection, where they agree to source all the materials within 500 miles of the apartment. If the products used to build the complex are not brought from far away, there's less fuel used to transport them and fewer greenhouse gases are produced. And if the building includes a plan for resident recycling, that's also considered a green technique. The next category is all the green building techniques which are intended to result in a healthy living environment. Most complexes are now going smoke-free, at least in the common areas and within 25 feet of the exterior of the building. Proper ventilation is very important for health. Structural ventilation reduces dampness and keeps moisture out of the uninsulated walls. Anything blocking the airflow in your home can cause damage to both your home and your health. Ventilation is so important because it controls how much moisture is lingering in the home. Soundproofing can change the quality of life for the better. Reducing the sound in your home is the surest way to give you maximum relaxation. Active design can help combat the current epidemics of obesity and related chronic diseases. A complex might include active design by encouraging the use of stairs, the use of bikes, walking paths, or exercise spaces. Universal design is the design of homes to make them accessible to all people regardless of age, disability, or other factors. So a complex with universal design, all the doors would be wide enough to accommodate a wheelchair, and all the entrances would be stepless, for example. Community gardens are thought to increase the access to fresh foods, increase physical activity through garden maintenance activities, and improve mental health and promote relaxation. Operations is the last category of green building techniques. Did you receive a resident handbook when you moved in, and did it talk about the green features in your apartment? Do you remember your move-in walkthrough, where the green features highlighted there? Your property manager may report data to the state about energy and water usage in the complex. Thanks for watching, and give me a moment to begin the recording, and you can let me know if you have any questions or opinions about the video.